Last chance for the Steelers. Bradshaw trying to get away. And his pass is broken up by Tatum. Tipped off. Franco Harris has it. And he's over. What? Franco Harris grabbed the ball on a deflection. 5 seconds to go. He grabbed it with 5 seconds to go and scored. That's why I should have taken the 1 odds on this one.
Ricochet out there off of Jack Tatum and into the Man of the Year, Franco Harris's hands.
Here's a miracle of all miracles.
Amazing. Amazing.
Heading up Franco's Italian army.
Franco Harris. Oh, man. Today, this is the anniversary of the 50th anniversary for the Immaculate Reception. I want to do a little special video here to talk about Franco. Big shock that he passed away, of course. He was our True Steeler of the Week on our Steel Studio group. And the very next day, he passed away. Very shocking. I want to do a little tribute to him here. And he did an interview with Cam Hayward the day before he passed. So we're going to play part of that for you right now.
Is he number 32 at the Raiders game this weekend? And how exciting is to just be immortalized again after being in the Hall of Fame, Immaculate Reception. Now we get to get the Franco jersey up in the rafters or in the stands.
Well, like Cam, you know, I just so happen to be following 2 defensive tackles, right?
No slouches. Some of the best ever do it.
So I said, well, you know what? When I had lunch with Art, and Art broke the news to me, I was just totally taken by surprise, and I just said, you know, what an honor, you know, to have my jersey retired. And then all the connections to it, that we're going to retire it on December 24th, December 23rd weekend, and also, like a Raider game, that we're going, to retire it. So, that's, it is an incredible honor. The third jersey in 90 years of Steelers football.
Mm-hmm.
The third in 90 years, and the first offensive player. I said, I have to follow those defensive tackles. I know, but the first offensive player. So that's quite an honor because, as you know, during our team in the 70s, out of the 22 starters, we had 10 Hall of Famers, and that says a lot. And so I think everything that shines on me really shines on our team of the 70s. You know what I mean? It really was all about team. And wow, did we have a team? And like when when our offense wasn't doing our defense picked it up. You know what I mean? But it was our defense not doing it, and the offense had to pick it up.
All right, that was Cam Hayward with Franco the day before actually he passed away. Very sad. He was excited about this weekend, and but God's plan. You never know when your time is up, and his time was up. The timing of it is just. I think that's the hardest thing for everybody is he was going to be there Saturday to retire his jersey, and he won't obviously be there. So, but he had a good life, and he was a legend for the Steelers, and so many people have reached out to the Harris family, to the Steelers, all over, just so touched by this because he did a lot for the city of Pittsburgh and the fans, and I actually met him one time myself, so what a great guy. But we have Terry Bradshaw did an interview, and we will play
Overwhelmed with grief.
that
I'd love to
now.
Tell us how you're feeling right now.
Well, I just was with Franco 2 weeks ago filming a immaculate reception NFT, and we had so much fun. The night before we filmed, he and Dana and Tammy and I, we all went to a great Italian restaurant. We had some great wine. We had some great stories. We have, as we always do when we're together, we had so much fun laughing and kind of picking at one another, and it was just a great evening. We filmed all day the next day and laughed and cut up again, as we always do. And then all of a sudden, at 3 a.m. this morning, you get a notification that he passed away, and you just try to put it. You try to put it in perspective. Wait a minute. And Friday is a celebration of the 50th year of the Immaculate Reception. Pittsburgh's going to go back and relive this. Some of the Raiders are coming in for it. 50 years later, there's got to be a healing somehow. I don't think John Madden got over it, but that's unfortunate. But Saturday, you just alluded to the fact you're going to be covering the game. At halftime, his number's being retired. He would be only the third jersey number in Steeler history to have his number retired, which is a major, major award, a great accomplishment. And now, as you said, it's going to bring back. Now it's going to be a great celebration. Now, not only of the number 32 being retired, but of the life of Franco, and quite honestly, it hits me, and then emotionally it leaves me. Then it hits me. I'm just back and forth on it, and I'm having a hard time kind of grasping it, actually. But such a great teammate, such a great friend, and someone that everybody that's come in contact with Franco Harris knows that he was a gentleman, always smiling. I never saw the man upset except one time in Super Bowl 13. Rich, I got sacked, and he thought that Hollywood Henderson had roughed me up. He was steaming. He said very little in the huddle, and unless I asked him a question. But this time he said, Brad. He called me Brad instead of TV. He said, Brad, give me the ball. I want the ball. Well, I called my own plays. I didn't have to wait for it to come in from the sideline or the press box. So I called 93 tackle trap. It's primarily a great goal line play. It's great against the blitz, and I anticipated blitz. We're on the 22-yard line. Cowboys showed blitz. I went, oh my God, I got the perfect play. I'm walking up. I called it on first sound, which means there's no cadence. It's just hut, and away we go. So the Cowboys have shifted their safeties over. Hut, the ball snapped. Cliff Harris runs into the umpire. The umpire blocks Cliff Harris and freed Franco for a 22-yard touchdown. And a week later at the Pro Bowl, Cliff Harris and Charlie Waters told me they did that on their own. They got out of position to give me a blitz look to get me to call a play into the string would have been their defense. I said, oh, that's great. I thought it was a blitz. They might have blitz. And then I said, well, it must have been a good reunion on the sideline between you and Tom Landry. He knew you guys had done this on your own.
Yeah, there he is. Old Terry could talk forever, man. Terry could talk forever. He was on the Rich Eisen show when he did that. So many memories with these guys. They were all good friends, too, so I'm sure it's hard for them. He was only 72. That's not that old. It posted the True Steeler thing and about him dying in the Steel studio, and so many people said so many nice things. And here's a post from Jeff Dugan. Jeff Dugan, big Steeler fan, on the and a member of the Steel Studio group. And he says, number 32, simply the best. Franco embodied everything a man could ever want, wish, or need to become. Set aside his amazing football career, Franco was about love, humility, giving, passion. He was passionate and a man of faith who always had time for anyone. We all became better people knowing Franco. The Pittsburgh Bus family lost an amazing friend. Those guys are great. And Franco, you will forever be in our hearts. Love you, Franco. It was simply immaculate having the privilege to call you a friend. So Jeff and so many other people wrote so many nice things and about Franco. Just wanted to share that. And we had 18,000 people on that post, so it did really well. So anyway, that's all we really have to say about this. We're excited about Saturday. I expect a win. We're still in the playoff hunt, very slim chances, but I still expect a win. I expect them to be fired up, and they're not going to let us down with this game. And continue our end of the season. I expect Najee to have a big game, and I expect T.J. Watt and those guys to have a good game. Oakland's not easy, but we're going to be in the cold. We're not losing this game, just like last year we didn't lose the big game. I'd be surprised if we did. But hey, go Steelers, and God bless you, Franco, and your family. Thank you for everything you did and all the memories that you gave all of us, as my childhood, many people's childhoods, and the foundation for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know you'll be there in spirit with Chuck and Myron and maybe even John Madden looking down. God bless, and thank you guys. I love you.